Hello everybody, this is Beaner4657. Welcome back to Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog 3. In the last episode, we got through the Mushroom Hill Zone, Flying Battery Zone, and the first act of Paws Zone. And now we're in Paws Zone Act 2. This place sucks even worse than Act 1. And for mainly one reason. It's a maze. Like, it's not really a maze, but there is a part that really confuses the hell out of me even to this day. Well, not really anymore, but it's still really, really annoying. The problem with this place is that you'll have these little levers, whatever, and that will keep the doors open. So you gotta hurry and get to the doors before they close. And right away, you'll release these ghosts from the capsules, and there is no way to avoid that. I've tried. It's absolutely impossible. So after the ghosts appear, you'll come to this area. This is the maze part that really confuses me, but you just gotta keep going until you get to the top, and then just jump right. Should be around here somewhere. And was this it? Yeah, there it is. And that's how you get out of that little thing. That thing will loop forever if you just sit there. And I got lost in that place for like an hour or so, and it was the entire reason why I couldn't get past the stage for a couple months. Like I never actually owned Sonic & Knuckles. We rented it at Blockbuster once, and the first time we rented it, that was the reason why I couldn't get past the stage. But the next time I played it, I got past it. I finally figured it out by some sort of luck. But now, after after I got Sonic Bait Collection, I've been able to play it on my free will, like on my free time. I've been able to learn where exactly you're supposed to jump off. And my voice is going again. I sometimes hate my allergies, like really. Because it was the entire reason we had to get rid of a couple pets that we had, which were cats, and they were indoor cats too, so it's not like we can just put them outside. We had some dogs though, but we just put them outside, so we got to keep them until, well, they passed away. We actually had two dogs when I was a kid. We had a German Shepherd named Princess, who actually passed away when I was like 12 years old. And then the other dog that we actually got from my late grandmother's farm, who since passed away. Her name was Midnight, and I don't really know what breed she was. She was a black collie, I think. I'm not really sure. She was a really shaggy-looking dog. So we had to, shave her. Not really shave her, but, give her a haircut every once in a while. But anyway. But, dogs don't live nearly as long as people do. So, I mean, having a dog pass away in your life, or even 2 or 3, is really nothing too surprising. And, God, Tails, you were so stupid. Anyway, I haven't even explained these ghosts, but basically, they'll just sit there when the room starts to get dark. And as the room gets darker and darker, and it actually takes a little while for this to happen, but they'll just keep getting bigger and bigger until they start to look like Batman in a way. And then they'll start attacking you. And there's a way to dodge them. They'll just basically home in on you. They can never leave your screen, obviously, but you can actually just jump into them and they'll disappear for a little bit. So that's one way you can keep them from, killing you. I guess I'll show you what the upgraded ghosts look like, after they start to grow. Damn it. I knew I should have transformed there. Oh, nose again. See, like I said, it takes a while for this to happen, but eventually they'll look like Batman. Yeah, see? And then you have to wait a little while again, and then they'll start attacking you. So yeah, they don't start attacking you until, it takes about 2 minutes. So if you can go 2 minutes in the stage without actually hitting one of those little lamp things, then, yeah, you're completely fine. I'm just kidding. Those ghosts really don't look anything like Batman. We just saw those ears and we just thought, hey, look, it's Batman. And that was just kind of like a running joke with us. Well, yeah. My siblings have this always have these weird things going on with video games. But I know you guys probably already know that. But it's like, every family does. They always have these things with games or movies or TV shows. I'm not really much of a moviegoer. So, like, you know, I don't really see too many movies. Everyone will always be like, hey, have you seen this movie? Nope. Never seen Avatar. Never seen the 3D version of Titanic. I'm not going to go see The Hunger Games. I don't like Harry Potter. I don't like Twilight. I never seen Back to the Future. I've never seen Good Will Hunting. I never seen, like, you know, it's just like all these good movies that people always talk about. But it's like, you know, I've never seen them before, and everyone goes like, well, I haven't seen them. Just never really had any interest in movies. That's it. And this part of the stage is really weird. It kind of looks like you're going in a circle, but you're really not. It's just kind of like a slide, a big slide that you're just supposed to go through. I keep screwing that up, I'm sorry. Oh great, Batman's back. Okay, I actually transformed by accident there. Whatever, we're at the boss anyway. Done. Okay, so anyway, we got through the Paws Zone, and we still got time in this video, so I'm gonna keep going. We're only like at 6 minutes. Ugh, jeez, excuse me, I got lots of mucus growing in there. Maybe I should take my allergy pill. Woohoo! So now we're in the Labyrinth Zone, and which is actually the last zone that has 2 acts in it. Except the Death Egg Zone. That one has 2 acts in it. But anyway. This is where the game starts to get pretty hard, but also gets pretty short in a way. Yeah, you'll see what I mean in a minute. Or not in a minute, after this zone. I crack myself up sometimes. Obviously, since this is the Labyrinth Zone, I recommend you try and go for a fire shield, because there's lots of lava and fire here. And like, it wasn't until like recently, but I started playing like other Sonic games, like Sonic 3D Blast, and Sonic 3D Blast is really, really annoying for some reason. Like, it's probably one of the most annoying Sonic games I've ever played. It's like you gotta keep getting these flickies and get them over to the goal ring, but every time you get hit, you drop all the flickies. So you're sitting there like, because sometimes you can't help but get hit when you're trying to get all the flickies. It's not like dying in that game is a real issue. It's just like, you know, it's those goddamn flickies, and they're just really annoying sometimes. Yeah, when you have the fire shield, you're free to walk around in the lava and touch any kind of fire. I mean, they were really good at programming what these shields did and how they worked. Also, in case you haven't noticed, but the airborne fire dash has the properties of spin dash, just like, you know, midair. So like you can use it just to get through walls. And I didn't mean to get that, but that's okay because there's actually a hidden room over here. There's actually something about this room, because like I came into this room from the other way, and I have no idea how I did it exactly. Oh well. But yeah, so after I'm done recording this, I'll probably go and play some Pokemon again. I don't know why. I've just been like I said, I've just been really into Pokemon, and there was actually a time when like all me and my siblings would do was just like, you know, play Pokemon, like, you know, Pokemon. We were really into Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, you know, the games that nobody liked. Yeah, we were really into those. And my older brother, who was kind of like the self-appointed leader of our like, you know, sibling quartet. Anyway, I don't really want to, like, you know, talk too much about them without, like, you know, their permission. But anyway, he said that, like, we're gonna, like, you know, start a new game, and like every once in a while we're gonna meet back in battle and see how far each of us has gotten. And then like, and because, like, you know, he was the oldest, he was, like, you know, always busy with high school stuff. He didn't really have as much time to play Pokemon as we did. So whenever he'd get so far behind, he's just like, you know what, let's start over, and we'll like, you know, come in battle again, and and me and my sister were just like, oh come on, why can't we just keep our files? Because like at one point, I got Groudon and she got Kyogre. Well, that's which is what we had. I had Ruby and she had Sapphire, so it's like I got Groudon and then we both got our legendaries, and we're just like doing really good. And we actually beat the Pokemon League. And like, I saw the credits, and that was like the only Pokemon game I've ever beaten to this day. Like the portable ones anyway. So it's just like, yeah, once you get that far, and then someone just come like, come on, let's just start over. I'm like, oh, jeez, why do you gotta do that? I don't know. It was just one of those things. Like it was annoying at the time, but it's not like I really had a huge problem with it. I mean, it was just like fun to play together with everybody. Really, it wasn't really it wasn't really like I was like like mad raging at everybody. I was just like, oh, well, okay. This is like I would rather play with the others rather than just like getting farther myself. But anyway, I've actually been playing Pokemon Platinum a lot, along with Battle Revolution. So I'm probably gonna gonna get back to those. Something kind of funny about the difference between Pearl and Platinum is that you get the badges in different orders. It took me a while to realize that. I'm like, what's going on here? I have to get this badge, but this is like the 4th one. And then when I was reading about like Volpedi or like one of those like Pokemon fan sites where people would go and show off their nerdiness, and then I saw that somebody was saying that somebody like wrote an article saying that, hey, you get the badges in different order in Platinum, and I'm like, whoa, when did this happen? God damn it. Tails, what are you doing? I didn't even enter that command. I know, sometimes Tails will just do these random things. It's really weird. Doesn't this place have like really nice atmosphere? It's all glowy, crystalline. Feels like you're in a secret cave that no one's been in. But clearly they have been, because there's a bunch of stuff here. But that's just what it feels like. I actually used to be scared of caves, like the ones, because one time me and my family went on this little expedition place. It was kind of like this tourist attraction where we'd go and like explore these caves. I think it was like in Missouri. And there was this one part where you could not like see the bottom, and we were like free to walk in there. So there was like and I was like 14 at the time. So like I'm just looking down this hole, and I'm like, holy crap! Like, am I gonna fall down there and like never come back out? It's like, God, it's just like so scary. There's a rainbow rain. I'm not gonna go in there. Obviously, I've already explained that. But yeah, I was just like so scared of falling in there, and I was like just as scared that other people were gonna fall in there. Like when my mom and dad hopped across that hole, like 'cause there was like this little hole we had to go across too, and we had just like had to walk along the edge like we were Indiana Jones, and it's just like what if we fall down there? What are you gonna do? It's like, what if we break our neck or something? It's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know what they plan to actually do if people actually do fall down in there. But anyways, yeah, I was like really scared when my mom and dad hopped across the edge. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, and obviously like I was reluctant to go over there, but they were like holding out their hands and like come on. Well, it's just like they actually basically made it so I didn't have to like jump at all. Which I preferred that, but and then I did the same thing with my sister, since we were like going in a line. So I held my sister's hand as she went across the ledge. And it's not like it wasn't really long. It was probably like 3 feet long, the ledge that we had to go through, and the hole was probably about like 3 feet wide, like 3 feet across. But I mean, it's not like it was a big hole. It's just that I could not see the bottom, so I was like, jeez, I don't want to fall down there. But anyway. Yeah, I don't know why that makes you turn back into regular Sonic, but that's not really a big deal. Because this boss is actually really easy, even if you don't have Super Sonic. And I'll show you why. And I'm actually not going to transform because I need to save. I want to save my rings. And I'll show you a really easy way to beat this boss. But anyway, if you look in the background there, you see the Death Egg. So yeah, we found Dr. Eggman's secret hideout. So you keep hopping across these things, and the screen will keep scrolling, so you gotta keep moving, or otherwise you die, but then you'll stop suddenly. So you just keep riding this thing downwards. And then you'll look over here, there's a little shield. But then, you keep going further, and there's a fire shield. Yes, they give you a fire shield. So you are now completely immune to lava. And obviously, we're gonna fight on lava. And this is just one of those bosses that's just tedious and takes a while. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So there's Dr. Eggman's little machine there, and you'll just keep shooting these spikes out, and then you just jump over them. This is all you do. It's just one of those bosses where he kills himself. Pattern doesn't change, pattern doesn't change at all. I keep thinking that I can just, like, you know, sit at the edge of the screen, but you can't do that. So if you were supersonic, you could just stand there and win. But it just takes a while because, like, you know, it's just one of those things. I don't really know what else to talk about. That's why I'm humming. We should be almost done now. There we go. For some reason the music still plays. The music is actually supposed to stop here, but for some reason on this zone it still plays. I don't know why. So there we go. We got through Labyrinth Zone Act 2, and we're on to the Hidden Palace Zone. So this place is kind of interesting. It looks like Labyrinth Zone Act 2, but then it'll quickly turn into this. It actually has the same music though, so you might be thinking like, oh, that's so lazy. It's not as lazy as they could have been. I mean, it's supposed to be like, you know, it's supposed to be like a nice transition. But you might as well just get as many rings as you can here because, I don't know, I kind of want to transform into supersonic. But the only way to do that is just to get a bunch of rings and then come over here to this lamppost and play the bonus game. And hopefully you get enough rings here. I almost said coins for a second. Ah, shield. Oh well. Some of these sound effects in this game are just, like, priceless. It's just those things. Just those things you have to, like, take note of. And I don't know why. It's just, like I said, just me and my siblings used to quote sound effects all the time. It was just, like, one of our favorite things to do, really. What exactly is this place anyway? Are we like in a pinball machine or like some sort of weird, I don't know, vacuum? I'm not really sure what exactly that's supposed to be. So anyway, if this boss hits us, we can transform. And yes, we have to fight Knuckles now. Oh, he hit us. We transform, and now we kill him. So Knuckles actually isn't all that hard. He'll spin dash, he'll jump, he'll glide. But his pattern is, like, you know, extremely simple. You actually can't transform into supersonic anymore. This is one of those things, like, you know, after you beat the boss, you can't transform anymore. So these are actually the Super Emeralds, and I don't know why they're here exactly. Because they're not supposed to be there unless you actually go into that little rainbow thing. Oh well. So Dr. Eggman is trying to take the Master Emerald, and we don't want him to do that. But he gets away anyway. No matter how many times you hit him, he doesn't. What are you doing, Tails? Stop staying on Knuckles' body. That's rude. Well, it looks like we're stuck in a hole. But Knuckles has an idea. Awesome. So this is that part in the game where Knuckles realizes that, hey, Dr. Eggman is extremely evil. Let's kick his butt. So here we have the Sky Sanctuary Zone, and that was the Hidden Palace Zone, just one simple level. Now we're up in the sky, and the Death Egg is launching. For some reason it has clouds dripping out of the Death Egg, and I'm like, how does that work? Clouds are just supposed to be moisture in the air. You shouldn't drip clouds, it should drip water. Yeah, if you go on that if you go off the edge there, you'll actually just float in the air. And I think this might be a good place to stop the video. So anyway, on the next episode, let's play Sonic the Hedgehog 3. We're going to take on the Sky Sanctuary Zone, and it looks like we're moonwalking, so that's pretty cool. So I'll see you all next time, everybody. Thanks for watching.